grief and loss, trauma, mental health, alcohol and drug use, gender roles, anger management, self-esteem, sexual abuse, domestic violence, and the pressures of societal norms or real-life issues that affect men. Join Rolando, psychotherapist, author, life coach, and motivational speaker that has dedicated his profession to working with men to find a healthier alternative to cope and handle these stressors. Rolando believes that men are lacking in social, psychological, emotional, and spiritual support that is necessary for a lifestyle that promotes healthy masculinity. We invite you to join us on XY Spark, where we discuss issues that men face. At XY Spark, we believe the key for happier families is restoring healthy masculinity.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us again here
Please
on
join.
XY Spark. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us again on XY Spark. This is your boy Rolando. We're so happy that you've decided to continue to be a part of the XY Spark family. How's your day going? It's another beautiful day outside, and we do hope that you've been enjoying some of the great outdoors, soaking up some sun, and keeping safe. We want to just talk with you again about another motivational thought. And today, our motivational thought is coming to us from one of my favorite authors, actually. His name is Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl. And Viktor Frankl said this. He says, and I quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. End quote. I quote again, Viktor Frankl said this, and I quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. End quote. What has been happening in your life? What are some of the circumstances that you find you are stuck in and you appear to be going around in circles as if you've been living your life on the wheel of a hamster for the past month or two or three or four, or the past year or two or three or four, or for the past decade? Do you feel like you have not made any progression? Do you feel like you've been sitting in the same place and looking at all the things around you and pointing the fingers in all the directions, blaming the community, blaming family, blaming society, blaming your partner, pointing the finger at your ex, saying it was your employer or a sibling or a mom or dad that is responsible for those things that are happening now in your life? But I want to ask you, have you yet taken the time to look at the possibility that if you are seeking change, you need to start looking within? Isn't it ironic how often we try to look for change in all the wrong places? Sometimes, as men, we believe that the change will come when we find a better partner, or the change will come when we change our careers, or the change will come when those around us start doing things differently, or the change will come when everybody else who's outside of me stop acting like idiots. And so often we hear these expressions coming from men. But could it be that the change is staring at you each time you look in the mirror? Could it be that the change that needs to happen needs to take place from that psychological, emotional place? How has it been going for you? Do you feel like you have been more burdened than ever before? Do you feel more stuck than you've ever felt in your life? Could it be that it's time for you to make a change? Could it be that it's time for you to break away from this false belief system that has kept you in shackles? You know, your life is more than you make it out to be. You are the author of your own book. You are the one who writes every paragraph of every chapter as the leaves and the pages unfold that takes you from one section to the next. You are the one that has to make that concerted effort to break the cycle, to break the habit, to challenge the false belief that has kept you in chains. You know, I like this quote from Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl, he writes a book entitled Man's Search for Meaning. And this is a quote that comes from Frankl, and I want to read it again. And I quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So today I want you to go out there and I want you to take on the 7 day challenge. 7 day challenge. And every day of the week from today until 7 days, I want you to think about one thing about yourself that you want to do differently that's going to initiate change. So I want you to repeat this after me. Change is possible if I am able. Change is possible. I must be willing and able. Change is possible if I'm willing and able. Can you say that again? Change is possible if I am willing and able. And so I want you to go out there today, take that responsibility, take the initiative, and make that change so that you can become the best version of you. This is your boy Rolando here in XY Spark. Join us again for another wonderful broadcast. You guys have a great day.
On Rolando next time on XY Spark as he engages us in practical discussions that promotes healthy masculinity and challenge men to live extraordinary lives. At XY Spark, we believe the key for happier families is restoring healthy masculinity.